Darkness shrouded the affluent neighborhood of Kew as Chief Inspector Davies's car pulled up to his stately home. Returning from a late-night strategy meeting, he expected to find his wife asleep and the house quiet. Instead, the front door swung open, revealing a scene of chaos. Furniture was overturned, drawers were emptied, and a chilling emptiness hung in the air. His wife, thankfully unharmed but visibly shaken, confirmed his worst fears. Their home, his sanctuary, had been violated, stripped bare by unseen hands. Davies, a man known for his unwavering composure, felt a surge of disbelief, then anger. This wasn't just any break-in, it was a brazen attack on a high-ranking police officer, a direct challenge to the very law he swore to uphold. As his wife recounted the events of the evening, her voice trembling with lingering fear, Davies fought to maintain his professional detachment. Every instinct screamed for justice, for swift and decisive action. He knew this case would be different, scrutinized by the public and the press alike. Failure was not an option. The news of the chief inspector's misfortune spread through the police force like wildfire. Experienced detectives, forensic experts, and even the commissioner himself descended upon Davies's residence. The crime scene, meticulously cordoned off, buzzed with activity as every inch was examined for fingerprints, footprints, or any shred of evidence that could lead them to the perpetrators. A special task force, headed by the ambitious Detective Inspector Jones, was assembled, their sole purpose to crack this high-profile case. Jones, known for his meticulous approach and relentless pursuit of justice, left no stone unturned. He personally interviewed the chief inspector and his wife, meticulously documenting every detail of the events leading up to the robbery. Neighbors were questioned, security footage from nearby buildings was scrutinized, and known criminals with a history of similar offenses were tracked down and interrogated. The pressure was immense, the weight of expectation bearing down on every member of the task force. They were determined to bring the perpetrators to justice, not just for the sake of the chief inspector, but for the sake of their own pride and the reputation of the entire police force. Days turned into weeks, and the initial flurry of activity gradually gave way to a grinding frustration. Despite their best efforts, the investigation seemed to have hit a brick wall. The robbers had vanished into thin air, leaving behind no trace of their identity or whereabouts. Fingerprints collected from the scene yielded no matches in the database. The security footage from neighboring buildings proved inconclusive, offering only fleeting glimpses of shadowy figures that could have been anyone. Leads that initially seemed promising turned out to be dead ends, leaving the task force grasping at straws. The lack of progress took its toll on the morale of the team. The initial confidence and determination began to wane, replaced by a gnawing sense of doubt and frustration. The pressure from the media was relentless, with every news bulletin highlighting the lack of progress in the case. Whispers and speculations began to circulate within the police force itself, casting a shadow of doubt on the chief inspector and the integrity of the investigation. The investigation into the robbery at Chief Inspector Davies' home had become a quagmire, a tangled web of dead ends and unanswered questions. The lack of progress gnawed at the edges of Davies' composure, fueling a simmering frustration that threatened to boil over. The whispers, the sideways glances from his colleagues, spoke volumes. Was he under suspicion? Did they believe he was somehow involved? The thought sent a chill down his spine. His life's work, his unwavering dedication to upholding the law, now seemed tainted by this unsolved crime. As days turned into weeks, the weight of the unsolved case pressed down on him. The empty rooms of his once familiar home now echoed with a chilling silence, a constant reminder of the violation he had suffered. Sleep offered little respite, his dreams haunted by shadowy figures and the maddening lack of closure. The investigation continued, but the initial fervor had dwindled, replaced by a sense of grim determination. The perpetrators, whoever they were, had covered their tracks with meticulous care, but Davies refused to believe they were invincible. Somewhere, somehow, they would make a mistake, and when they did, he would be ready.